Automobilista 2 has great technology, ever-evolving physics, and a lot of promising features on the way. However, it faces some serious problems. What these are and how they could be resolved, I will discuss in this video. Let me first give you a quick overview and my opinion about the new content, as it also contributes to the game's dilemma and was actually the cause for this video. With the jump to version 1.2.2.0 released at the end of July, we have got more improvements, additions, and new content for AMS2. The highlights are the 1974 Porsche RSR 3.0 as the first installment in the new GT Classics class, as well as the street circuit in Salvador, which players of the first AMS might know. The Porsche 911 Carrera RSR 3.0 was a race car produced in 1973 and 1974 based on the Porsche 911 Carrera RS, which in turn was based on the F model road car. In my opinion, the implementation in AMS2 is good, yet not overwhelming. Graphics and sound are spot on, and the driving physics are also on a decent level. The additional weight in the rear axle due to the engine installed there makes the RSR pretty easy and quite swift to drive, even with the default setup. Overall though, I would have liked more of both rawness as well as granularity in the force feedback, if that makes any sense. And in direct comparison with the version of the RSR 3.0 in Assetto Corsa, where it is available as a free mod, it doesn't win either. In AC, the RSR feels a bit heavier, in a good sense, I mean, which helps me drive even more precisely. But overall, the 1974 RSR in AMS2 is, of course, worth a try. Street circuits need character, and Salvador has plenty of it. 2.7 kilometers of fast corners, hairpins, chicanes, high and flat curbs, and plenty of walls. Perfect for the Brazilian stock cars it was designed for in 2009. These cars can withstand a little contact with the wall, and the millimeter precise circling of the cars along the high walls and through the chicanes is a lot of fun. Salvador is definitely a great addition, not only for fans of Brazilian stock cars. And personally, I like it even better than Long Beach. At least for me, there is another highlight with version 1.2.2.0, because now 5 controller sets per driver profile are supported. Thank God. Finally, we can map different steering wheels. Undoubtedly a real blessing, and hopefully the end of the silly file replacement we've had to go through. So, all is well? No, not quite. Just because the new content is good and introduces a new class, for me, AMS2 drifts even further into its dilemma. One thing in advance, I like AMS2 a lot. Actually, most of the videos on my channel feature this game. And I also enjoy new content, especially when it's free, as well as the fact that Razer is continuously developing their game. Thank you, honestly. Unfortunately though, you never know what's coming next and where Razer actually wants to go with the sim. Whether it's single player or multiplayer, it remains piecemeal. Nice pieces, no question, but just pieces. And I just don't see the big picture yet. The incomplete and scattered content, for me, leads to a constant coming and going. And that leads me to the crucial question: does AMS2 have a USP? I think this is apparently what many players who currently prefer other sims are asking themselves. I looked up SteamDB yesterday and was appalled by the numbers. Between 100 and 500 players simultaneously playing AMS2 is abysmal. And the fact that it's Steam exclusive only makes it worse. Also, in direct comparison, the numbers are staggering. ACC, AC, Race Room, even R Factor 2 and Project Cars 2 basically have more players on Steam. And when you compare AMS2 to more arcade-oriented, say, mainstream titles like F1 2021 and Forza Horizon 4, which are not Steam exclusive, by the way, the whole misery becomes crystal clear. AMS2 has a little too few players. In my opinion, this is due to unclear marketing and a questionable sales model. Obviously, version 1.0 was not a full version, and even a year and a half after leaving early access, I don't really know what the sim actually stands for. It almost seems like Razer doesn't have a clear roadmap and goals, or at least cannot keep up to them. Instead, they seem to just throw out whatever is ready, sometimes for free, sometimes as DLC. That can be done, and we sim racers are also like hungry chickens and pick up whatever is thrown at us. But that's not always nutritious and healthy. And to further stay in the picture, you cannot live on snacks alone either. Scattered content is a problem. Razer keeps on introducing new classes with a single car model. We like it and look forward to more. But then nothing more comes. No announcements for months, let alone content. See BMW Pro Car M1, see GD1, see GDE, and DPI. All great in their own right, but too little to speak of a complete series and make you want to compete in a championship. Also, still missing are setting options for car and driver strengths, the ability to edit names, for example, and other options to make the experience more authentic. For example, I would really like to create a F1 1991 season. And thanks to the modders, I already have authentic skins. But sorry, Razer, I cannot stand the fact that an Mr. F Junior in a Minardi sets the pole. We're not talking uncharted territory here. These are features that have been available in near perfect form in other sims for years and are used and loved by us, the community, the players. Compare the F1 series by Codemasters, Assetto Corsa Competizione, or even Race Room. What about multiplayer in AMS2? A mode more and more sims focus on. Esports. Well, with AMS2, we are talking empty servers, no further structure or modes. The MP, as Razer currently offers it, is not worth mentioning. Sorry. If you want to race AMS2 online, I recommend to look for private servers or leagues. Perhaps take a look on Grid Finder, Sim Racing GP, or the SimGrid. So, is there a way out of this situation for AMS2? I think so, yes. In my opinion, Razer needs to make the game more attractive to more players. It sounds easy, huh? But how? Well, here it comes. AMS2 should be completely opened for modding. Yes. It has great technology and already enough content and code to work as a sandbox. And it would attract the curiosity of all the talented modders out there who currently focus on other sims. Assetto Corsa has proven that you can keep a sim alive and kicking just by modability. The game is almost 8 years old and has never looked and driven better. Kunos has now made over 100 million euros with the Assetto Corsa franchise. Seems like they have done some things right. But there is another possibility for Razer and AMS2 to earn some more money and attract new players. Publish the game on consoles. Yeah. Though I doubt Razer has enough resources to compete with Forza or Gran Turismo, in perspective, this could be the right step to take. Other ways out of the crisis for AMS2 would of course be complete license packages or a ranked racing online system. But I think both are very unlikely. The former is expensive, the latter is a lot of work and was recently quite far down the roadmap at Razer. If you ask me, we will have a sexy online system in AMS2 the very same day Assetto Corsa Competizione has convincing VR. Please do not mistake my elaborations as a rant. In fact, it is my deep sympathy for the game that has led me here. Automobilista 2 is a sim that I care about and would really like to stay with more and even longer. Everything said, as always, is just my personal opinion, and if you do not agree with me, that's perfectly fine. Tell me what you think in the comments. You may also butcher me there. That's no problem for me as long as you do it with clean knives. So for once, guys, thanks a lot for watching and listening. Have a good day and see you next time. Bye.